WWE facts that really mess with your head. Now, have you ever looked at the calendar and wondered how it's been 10 years since you graduated high school, or how your little niece now has a driver's license? Well, the same thing applies to wrestling, as these facts will definitely mess with your head. Did you know AJ Styles' WWE singles career is longer than Bret Hart's WWF singles career? The Excellence of Execution won his first singles title in 1992, a run that lasted until 1997 Survivor Series. AJ won his first singles title in WWE in 2016, and he's been wrestling ever since. Roman Reigns' Universal title run is almost as long as the entire Attitude Era. The Attitude Era is generally considered to have a run from 1997 Survivor Series to 2001's WrestleMania 17. That's about 1,200 odd days. Dolph Ziggler's run in WWE was an incredible 18 years. To put things in perspective, that's the same time frame as the start of Hulkamania in 1984 to the WWF being rebranded as the WWE. The New World Order debuted in 1996, and unbelievably, that's closer to the 1969 moon landing than today. It's also been that long since we've had a proper invasion angle. Michael Cole has been the lead commentator in WWE longer than Jim Ross. Cole became one of WWE's lead commentators in late 1999 when he began calling SmackDown. That's longer than Jim Ross's, who began as lead commentator in 1993 and lasted until 2013. Not counting the brief periods when Vince McMahon fired JR. However, despite what you may have heard, Cole hasn't broken Vince McMahon's run as a commentator. Vinnie Mac began commentating in 1971 and continued until 1997 when he focused his work as an in-ring personality. Of course, with the way TKO Holdings has been scrubbing McMahon from its history, Corey Graves may have a longer run than he who shall not be named. This is insane. Earthquake was in his mid-20s when he main evented against Hulk Hogan in the WWF. This may not seem like a big deal when considering young world champions like Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar. The reason it's such a big deal is because Earthquake always looked older than he was. The Ultimate Warrior wrestled Jerry Lawler on the same show as Stone Cold Steve Austin cut his legendary Austin 3:16 promo at 1996's King of the Ring. Stone Cold Steve Austin became WWF Champion at WrestleMania 14 just 3 months after Starrcade 97. In hindsight, the NWO angle had already peaked, and it was all downhill from the bungled finish at Sting vs Hollywood Hogan. The Terry Funk actually started his wrestling career the same year The Undertaker was born, 1965. It's been over 20 years since the WWE celebrated The Undertaker's Decade of Destruction, that is the Phenom's 10-year anniversary in WWE. Bayley's superfan Izzy Morano was first spotted in the crowd at an NXT event in 2015. Izzy is now a professional wrestler. Kurt Angle wrestled longer in TNA wrestling than during his original run in WWE, working in TNA from 2006 to 2016 compared to his WWE run from 1999 to 2006. Likewise, Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley had a longer run in TNA, working there from 2005 to 2014 as compared to their first run in the WWE from 1999 to 2005. Age is certainly relative in wrestling. In 1994, Hulk Hogan was considered old when he signed with WCW, and now LA Knight is considered a rising star at the same age. There have actually been more WWE versions of WrestleMania than WWF WrestleManias. Yes, WrestleMania started under the WWF umbrella in 1985, but by 2003, it was WWE WrestleMania 19. Speaking of WrestleMania, the last WrestleMania under the WWF banner, WrestleMania 18, featured the top star of the Rock and Wrestling era, Hulk Hogan, facing one of the top stars of the Attitude Era, The Rock. Dominic Mysterio is an 18-year-old wrestling veteran, having participated in his first storyline at age 8 when Rey Mysterio fought with Eddie Guerrero over custody of Dominic. Dusty Rhodes has wrestled in 5 different decades. Not to be outdone, Ric Flair has wrestled in 6. What do you guys think of these facts that mess with your head? Let us know in the comments down below. I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.